This week marks the beginning of Lent. Last night we had our Ash Wednesday service, which is the first day, the first service marking this season of penitence and reflection. And that penitence and reflection takes shape in a lot of different ways. Some people choose to fast, to give up sometimes food, sometimes media, other sorts of things. It's a season uh, of kind of mm, letting go. For others, my wife, she generally chooses, instead of giving something up, she decides she wants to take on a new practice. She might decide to pray differently, or to embrace her coworkers differently. It just kind of depends on where she is. Um, One of the things that I've noticed in myself about Lent is that Lent is really uh, a season mm, for making space, making space in myself, making space in my life, for God to do what needs to be done. A lot of times, um, we think that you know that God just changes us because God chooses to. But most of the time, when we talk about being changed, about being transformed and made new, we don't stop and consider that there is some responsibility on us, that we have to make space for that. We have to be willing to unlearn old things in order to learn new things. We have to be willing to let go of old things in order to grab on to and hold on to new things. And so Lent becomes an opportunity to do all of that. It's about making space for God to unsettle us, to reshape us, to renew us. And sometimes that involves letting go. Sometimes that involves picking up. But really, it involves all of those things. Really, what it's about is willing to stop and let God do and to change in us what needs to be changed, whatever might be blocking us from the real fullness of life that we are invited to participate in, uh, in uh, in God's kingdom. And so we take an opportunity to do that. During this Lenten season, on Sunday mornings, we will be taking a look at some of the parables of Jesus. We'll be starting this week with the parable of the yeast in the bread. And so we are going to be exploring what it means for us to live as the people that God wants us to be, and to make space for the things in our lives that God wants to do in us. And so I invite you to join us as we begin this Lenten series, as we begin Lent together, and we begin the journey towards Easter morning and a celebration of resurrection.